Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live. I am so glad that you're here. So, if you're new to me, I am April Blackford, a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner based in North Carolina, and I specialize in helping women heal their gut, balance their hormones, and reverse frustrating symptoms like fatigue, stubborn weight gain, and autoimmune flares. Now, today's topic is, can autoimmune disease be reversed? And the short answer is yes. Many symptoms can be reversed, managed, and even put into remission. But the long answer requires us to dig a little bit deeper and talk about root causes. So, if you've been told you just have to live with it or take meds forever, I want you to stay with me today because that is not the full story. Now, what is autoimmune disease? Let's break it down in simple terms. Your immune system is your body's defense system. With autoimmune conditions, that system starts attacking you, your own tissues, by mistake. So, depending on which tissues are under attack, you may get different diagnoses. So, Hashimoto's is related to the thyroid. Rheumatoid arthritis is related to joints. Psoriasis is related to skin. Lupus is related to multiple systems in the body. MS is connected to the nerves, but the mechanism underneath is all the same. So, a confused, overactive immune system that has lost its ability to regulate itself. But here's the important part. The immune system doesn't just go haywire for no reason. There is always a trigger. So, or more likely, let's say, a perfect storm of triggers. Now, why do most conventional treatments miss the mark? Most conventional treatments are aimed at suppressing the immune system. So, you want to think of steroids, immunosuppressants, or medications that reduce inflammation. And while those can be helpful short term to reduce flares or manage symptoms, they don't actually address why your immune system went rogue in the first place. That is where a functional approach comes in. So instead of just putting a lid on the symptoms, we go upstream and we ask, what caused this immune dysregulation in the first place? Now, what are some root causes to investigate? Now, these are the 5 biggest root causes I see over and over in women with autoimmune disease. And the good news is that they are all modifiable. The first one is leaky gut or intestinal permeability. So your gut lining is your first barrier of immune protection. If that barrier breaks down through, say, stress or diet, alcohol, infections, or medications, undigested food particles and toxins can leak into the bloodstream and trigger an immune response. Now, this is one of the most researched links between gut health and autoimmune conditions. So, healing your gut is step 1 in calming the immune system. The second is food sensitivities, not food allergies. That is very different. It's food sensitivities. So, food allergies are actually immediate. I'm talking about delayed sensitivities that create chronic low-grade inflammation. So common culprits are gluten, dairy, corn, soy, eggs, especially egg whites, a lot of people don't realize, and sugar. So with autoimmune clients, I often run sensitivity testing to take out the guesswork. So run the sensitivity testing, see what foods are actually driving up inflammation in the body, and rotate those out for a short period of time to drive inflammation down. And it actually speeds up the healing process. The third thing is chronic infections or overgrowth. So things like Epstein-Barr virus, which actually has a strong link to Hashimoto's. And then you have Candida or fungal overgrowths, H. pylori, parasites, SIBO, which is small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. When your immune system is chronically fighting off low-grade infections, it can become distracted and dysregulated. The fourth thing would be environmental toxins. Now, we're talking about mold, heavy metals, plastics, pesticides. They can accumulate over time, and some can even mimic hormone or damage immune cells. So this is why part of the healing journey often includes general detoxification and lowering overall toxin exposure. And then the fifth thing is hormonal imbalance and stress. So cortisol, I've talked about this many, many times. Cortisol, your stress hormone, has a powerful impact on our immune system. So chronic stress can weaken the gut, tank progesterone, and fire up inflammation. And for women in perimenopause, the drop in hormones like estrogen and progesterone can unmask or even worsen autoimmune flares. So if you're thinking, yep, I have all that going on, you're not alone. And it's actually really, really common. Now, what does reversal really mean? And whenever I say reversal, I don't mean your diagnosis disappears from your medical chart. But what we're looking for is dramatically reduced or no flares, lower antibody levels, better energy, less pain or brain fog, and just feeling like yourself again. That's what I hear all the time. I hear women, they just say, I just want to feel like myself again. Many women I work with are able to get off of certain medications, lose weight, sleep better, and feel more in control of their health again because we've removed the triggers and supported the body into healing. Now, what can you focus on first? Here is what I always recommend starting. Number one is clean up your diet. So diet is the lowest hanging fruit and the easiest thing that you can make an impact or change today. Focus on whole foods, ditch gluten, dairy, sugar, and processed foods for 30 days and observe how your body responds. Then, if you want to start rotating some of those foods back in, do it one at a time. And again, observe how your body responds. The second thing is support your gut. Add in gut-loving foods like bone broth, steamed veggies, healthy fats, and try to remove irritants like NSAIDs and alcohol. The third thing that you can do is address stress. So sleep, nervous system regulation, and boundaries can matter just as much as food. So autoimmunity thrives in a high stress, always on type of environment. And the fourth thing would be get testing if possible. If you want a roadmap instead of guessing, stool testing, food sensitivity panels, and hormone testing can show you exactly what is out of balance. So if you're struggling with autoimmune symptoms and you're tired of band-aids and blanket protocols, you don't need another restrictive diet or a one-size-fits-all supplement list. What you need is a plan personalized to you and what your labs, your body, and your lifestyle are telling us. So if that's something that you want support with, drop the word root in the comments or message me directly, and I'd love to support you.